Hi, boys and girls. Today is Monday, and we are starting a new unit in reading. And so I just wanted to start off by using a picture book for each one of our lessons this week. We're going to focus on the skill called visualizing. So when we visualize, we try to create a picture in our mind based on what the writer is showing and explaining to us in both the pictures and in the words. So we are going to practice visualizing what this would look like, what we would see, what it would sound like, what might we hear, what might it taste like. If they're eating some type of food, or maybe they're at the ocean and you can taste the salt in the air. So I'm going to read this book to you. It's called See the Ocean, and it's by Estelle Condra, and it's illustrated by Linda Crockett Balasagame. And every day we're just going to spend a few minutes together to start our lesson by me reading the book to you. And we're going to try to use that strategy of visualizing. So here we go. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out the camera angle and what would work best. All right. Nellie loved the ocean. She loved going to the beach with her parents and her two older brothers, Gerald and Jamin. Once a year, Nellie's family took the long road that led through the flat desert plains and across the Black Mountains to their beach house at the ocean. So as I was visualizing what was taking place, I was thinking, what would that be like to drive through those flat desert plains and then across black mountains? I've never been to or seen a black mountain before they go to their beach house at the ocean. And there's a picture of their beach house right on the side of the ocean. Again, let's visualize what we see from the book and from the text. When she was a baby, they dug a small round dam for Nellie in the sand. She lay cooling in the cool water that came and went. She fingered the grainy sand and kicked and wiggled her toes in the shallow waves that washed into the dam. She never cried when the salt water stung her eyes or when she got sand in her mouth. So she must be a pretty strong baby, because salt water in your eyes, that can hurt. And sand in your mouth, that can taste pretty yucky. So they would just build, and so I was just imagining her brother and sister just building this dam where she lays in the middle and just stays cool on a hot summer day. This time I'm going to read the book, but I'm not going to show you the picture. I want you to try to create an image in your mind based off of the text. Gerald and Jamin brought tiny fish in their red and yellow sand pails to Nellie. They collected shells and seaweed and pieces of driftwood for her to touch. Her mother made a beard and eyebrows from sea foam on Nellie's face, and her father carried her high on his shoulders into the surf. All right, so now I'm imagining them picking seashells, her mom making almost like a snowman out of the foam, her getting carried on her dad's shoulders, and this is the way that the illustrator visualized the text, the words. So you can see she's up on her dad's shoulders, and I think I might have said brother and sister, and I think it's actually just two brothers that are with her. And we'll read one more page for today for visualizing. Nellie took her first steps on the beach. She waddled around in a striped bathing suit, stepping on a sandcastle here and slipping and rolling in a sand ditch there. Her skin tanned as brown as the rocks, and her hair bleached as white as sea foam. She fed crumbs to the squawking seagulls. She tossed pebbles in a pool between the rocks, and she laughed at the sound. She hummed and babbled her baby babble into the wind. So now I'm just imagining my little daughter that is learning to walk, just what she would do at the beach. And so they drew a picture of her just kind of investigating a sandcastle and imagining just the sound that the babies make when they're exploring the world. All right, tomorrow we'll continue with our book for visualizing, and then you're going to click on the next link right below for reading, and it's going to take you to our lesson, which is historical fiction today. So we're starting a new week.